Now, staying on this, Jonathan Kuttab is a human rights lawyer and the co-founder of the Al-Haq, the first international human rights legal organization in Palestine. He joins me now from Pennsylvania. Jonathan, thank you for coming on. How significant is this proposal by the UN Security Council this evening?
I don't think it's very significant. It seems to be more part of the game that the United States is playing, because it's presenting an Israeli proposal which the Israeli government itself is not really fully behind. So it's Biden's way of putting international pressure on Israel to do what Israel really needs more than anybody else. And Biden has a lot of ways to obtain Israeli consent. Instead, he is using the United Nations Security Council to try and pressure Netanyahu into accepting the ceasefire.
And Jonathan, Netanyahu is facing significant pressure internationally to agree to a permanent ceasefire. Do you think that this shows tonight that the international community is starting to lose patience with Netanyahu's government?
I think the international community has lost patience with the Netanyahu government a long time ago. Right now, the only thing that is maintaining the Netanyahu government is the support of President Biden and his Secretary of State, Blinken.
And we know, obviously, that Israel's been reluctant to enter into ceasefires with a very divided cabinet. Are you hopeful at all that the two sides might be able to come to some kind of agreement?
Well, I think an agreement is absolutely necessary for Israeli interests as well as Palestinian interests, as well as internationally, of course, to end the bloodshed. This is elementary. This is usually the first thing that happens whenever fighting breaks out anywhere in the world. The Security Council rushes and asks for de-escalation and asks for a ceasefire. This is the one case where even calling for a ceasefire has been viewed as controversial. And the reason is because Israeli politicians, right-wing politicians, including Netanyahu, have an interest in the war continuing, even if it ultimately hurts Israelis, Palestinians, as well as in the international community.
Jonathan Kuttab, live from Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for joining us.